Going on, guys? We are doing a gauntlet match, but it is in a steel ring. So the gauntlet match is going to be very quick because the steel is going to make the damage increase, and it's a 30-man gauntlet match. But I am the commentator here as Dominic Reyes starts off, and there is some creative players in this match. As you can see, that is a creative player, even though it does look like a member of New Day. But anyway, let's get this thing going. It's a 30-man gauntlet match. And what is he going to do here? Oh my goodness. Not on that steel floor. This is pinfall anywhere. That should be it. And it is, because that steel floor has increased the impact. It will not take long. This is like war is what it is. Here comes Brooks Jensen. He is the third man to enter. Dominic Reyes calling him over. I don't know if you really know that that's really what you want, especially in this steel ring. This is going to be very difficult. Each move you do actually hurts yourself sometimes, just as much as the opponent, especially when you talk about suplexes and things of that nature and sit-out moves. So you want to avoid those types of moves. And oh my goodness. And he is not holding back here. He intends to last. Oh, a frog splash. That could very well be it. And it is. He's gone. I tell you what, Dominic Reyes is standing strong in this match here so far. Who's coming now? Braun Breaker is on his way out there. And so far, this guy is really standing his ground in that ring. And he looks a little hesitant to get in there. I'd be too if I was running into a gauntlet match with a steel ring. There's not so much damage you can take in this environment here. It is a very dangerous environment. Make no mistake about it, but he is doing very well. If you can eliminate two or more, you are doing really well, and he counters it. My goodness. Any move you do can be the last when you're on a steel frame. Everything is steel except for the ropes and the turnbuckle and the ring post. Oh my gosh, gorilla press. Oh my gosh. That is a steel frame. I doubt he's going to recover from that. No, he did. This guy's relentless. He came to fight, and he's leaving the ring. Perhaps he's discouraged. Oh my goodness, he's desperate. Now he has a can in his hand. Blasted him in the head with it. Perhaps that is enough to end this thing. Where's the referee? He's taking too long to start the count, and I don't think he's happy about that. You cannot afford to take too long to start your count in this type of match, as he lands on that steel ground, twisting that neck there. But so far, he is standing his ground in this match, eliminating a few people thus far. But it looks like he might be running out of steam here in a submission. It'd be best for his own well-being to give up, but he doesn't give up. He doesn't have that quit in him. He still wants to fight. Oh my goodness. This is unbelievable. Throws him back in the ring. Oh my goodness, he lands on that steel frame. I would go for the pinfall after every move if I was in this match. You don't want to blow any opportunities. Oh my goodness, if he would have came up empty-handed, that would have been... Oh, he did not. Finally, he has found an opponent that is here to fight. And he is going after a weapon because he himself does not want to waste time in there. Wait a minute, he threw the trash can. It lands standing up, hit him with a spear. And that might be it. That was costly. And it was costly. He made a big mistake that costed him, and now he's out of this match. Even though with the 30-man gauntlet, here comes Sanga. With the 30-man gauntlet, you were likely not going to make it to the end, especially with that steel ground that they're wrestling on. Here comes Shanga. Sanga, however you pronounce the man's name. He's in there now. And a running choke. Uh-oh, another choke. A gorilla press. Oh my goodness. I wouldn't be surprised if that was it, but he rolls out of the ring. I don't know if that's going to do him any good in a pinfall anywhere match. Uh-oh. He cannot afford to miss, and he's taking too long. Perhaps he might change his mind. No, he doesn't change his mind. He got him. Landed that move, that shoulder tackle off the top rope. And now he's going for submission. I tell you what, you got to be extremely relentless to survive this match. Did he tap? He did not tap. It looked like he tapped from that angle. It looked like his hand was moving. But apparently he did not. And now he's going for it all. Oh, but it's not going to work. Now he's going for a choke of his own. A choke slam on that steel floor. Man, I'd be surprised if he kicked out of this. And he's not going to. I tell you what, that steel frame is very taxing. It is. And here comes Veer Mahan. Wait a minute. There's an alternate. And he's confused as there's another version of himself entering this ring. I didn't even know that was possible. So now we have duplicates in there. So apparently it's not a 30-man. It might be more like a 29-man battle royal. Oh, wait a minute. No, that is not the same guy. My mistake. That is like a teammate or something. Unfortunately, I'm not aware of the full roster, and that is not the same guy as I thought it was, and I don't even know, honestly, if that was the same guy or not. I lost track. And here comes Carl Anderson. That was my mistake. I thought it was the same guy, but it was not. And apparently he eliminated his own partner, his own brother, whoever. Here comes Carl Anderson coming in there. Not necessarily in the biggest hurry. I wouldn't be in a big hurry to get in that steel frame. That is a very punishing environment, I tell you. And he is, oh my goodness. Not wasting any time grabbing a weapon, as he does not want. Perhaps I should be more familiar with the roster of WWE before I commentate this match, because I thought that was the same individual, but it's not. It's a teammate. Oh my goodness. Landed right on that floor. And these guys not wasting any time in there. They are putting these punishing moves on these guys as soon as they can. A choke slam. That should be it. This is not a normal environment, so the illuminations will be much quicker because of that steel. And we will be introducing some custom wrestlers. Here comes George the Animal Steel. A blast from the past. A guy who we did not expect to enter this crazy deathmatch gauntlet situation. But apparently a guy like this would not hesitate to enter an environment like this. George Animal Steel is not afraid of danger, I tell you that right now. But he is being attacked, and he has not got the upper hand. Looks like he's undecisive as to what he wants to do, as he just paced back and forth, and he wasted too much time. Now he has given George Animal Steel a chance to recover and gain some offense. Look how he was biting his fingers. George the Animal Steel, the type of guy that would not hesitate to grab a weapon. And he should not have thrown it in there, because now he may have given it away. George Animal Steel, the type of guy known to eat turnbuckles, doing crazy things like that. Not that that gives you any advantages in a match, but it just shows how sadistic and crazy he is. Oh my, George recovers after getting hit with that. Oh my goodness. That's the name of this game. Using steel, using weapons, using dangerous tactics to come out on top in this match. And again, here we go, hesitating. That can be very costly in this environment. You want to take advantage of a hurt opponent any chance you get, as he could be going for another choke slam here. And that could be the end of the animal. I think it probably is. Wait a minute, he kicked out. And that is not what you want. You don't want anybody kicking out in a match like this, lasting any longer than they have to. But he refuses to give up here as he continues to fight. I'm surprised that we haven't seen any blood yet in this match, but guys are not lasting long enough to make it to that bloody stage. George the Animal down. And he's out of there. Even though these matches are going quick, it's still going to be a long night, because here comes Bad Bunny. And he's telling him to come as he's kind of increasing his pace to get in there. That, like I said, that is not an intelligent move. Oh my goodness. And he's going for the cover. Obviously, you would not waste time. And oh, I thought for sure that was 3. But it was not 3. And in this match, you will take advantage of damage that was done by a previous opponent, as he did there, as his opponent was already worn down from already being in there, and Bad Bunny did what he should have did. He took advantage of that. Here comes Xavier Woods. This is guy number 10, but we still have a long night ahead of us with 20 left. He's not really running to the ring. He's kind of taking his time to get there. He just kicked him, and that was close. He almost didn't make it. You almost wonder if some guys would just lay down and take the pinfall just to avoid being in a match like this, as you may sign up for it, but then change your mind. Oh my gosh, that has got to be it. That is not the kind of move you want done to you on a steel frame. And I was right, because he was unable to recover from that. Here comes Bobby Lashley. Not a guy you want to be in there with steel around you. And I can tell you Bad Bunny is aware of that, because he doesn't want to be in there with Bobby Lashley, as nobody else would either. Oh my goodness. Not hesitating to attack him, despite the fact that he is not. Wait a minute. He's going for it. Oh, no. And I know you didn't think it was going to be that easy. Bobby Lashley has no wear and tear on him, as he just got in there. You would probably need to wear this guy down before you go for a move like that. Lashley going for a weapon. Oh my goodness. As if the steel around you is not good enough. This guy, oh my gosh. This is very punishing, and I threw it at him. You got to be ruthless in a match like this. You don't have a choice but to be. If it's not in your nature to be ruthless, you're going to have to be ruthless if you have any chance in this match. Oh my goodness. He's going for it again. This time, look at Lashley, as he is probably not getting up. In a normal circumstance, he may kicked out, but this is steel. There's not a lot of people that are kicking out in this situation. Alexander, I must tell you, this is a custom wrestler, and he is a very, very good one at that. The type of wrestler he is, I don't like Bad Bunny's chances in this match, but he does not hesitate to attack him. We still have some very serious, and I'm pretty sure he's kicking out. He didn't even use the steel You got to use that steel to your advantage if you're going to beat a guy like this that quick. Slam him, DDT him, power drive. Do your finishing move on that steel. Don't just knock him down and expect to win. Wait a minute. And of course, he's going for some weapons. He should probably consider using it, not leave it there, where Alexander can take it and get a hold of him. Still not doing enough here. Haven't really used that steel to his advantage. That is how you're going to eliminate people. You're going to use that steel. Wait a minute. Oh my goodness. He used some brass knuckles, and that might be good enough to end this match. And of course it is. This is a steel frame match. Why not use some brass? It looked like he just threw that brass into the audience. Here comes The Rock. And this powerhouse Alexander did not hesitate to pull brass knuckles out in this steel frame match. And that's exactly what he should have did. Rock bottom, of course. Why not? Especially on a steel frame. Who gets up from rock bottom when it's... Oh, but he kicked out. And The Rock, Dwayne Johnson, seems a bit surprised. But now he realizes he's going to have to do something as he throws that throws that can at him. And now the people's elbow. This is what the people came for, and I'm pretty sure that's it. Not that the people's elbow itself is the move that is enough, but I think that is it anyway, because this guy has taken a little bit of punishment as it is in this match previously, before Dwayne Johnson even entered. Here comes Johnny Gargano. Hopefully we're pronouncing that name correctly. And he looks like he doesn't look too thrilled to be in there with this guy. Not sure why that is. I don't think you should be thrilled to be in there with anybody in this environment, seeing that what anybody is capable of doing, and that clothesline was almost enough. Perhaps he should have stayed down. My goodness. Dropped his throat right on that rope, and he got right back up just to receive more punishment from The Rock, Dwayne Johnson. What else is he going to do here? I thought he was going for the Scorpion Deathlock. I was going to say, why not do a submission, even though you should be using a move like that, which could do damage to yourself as well as your opponent, as he grabs that steel can, smacks him with it, picks him back up. What is he going to do now? Oh my goodness, and he's trying to leave the ring, as anyone would in the right mind. Who wants to stay in there, especially with this steel ring? I surely would not want to, in all honesty. I wouldn't even want to get in there to begin with. And now there's that Scorpion Deathlock that I thought he was going for earlier. And the camera angle is not on the other side where I can see if he taps. And he did not tap. I'm pretty sure submissions are a part of this match. They definitely are. Looks like this match is starting to, these guys are starting to last a little bit more, even though you can't help but to wonder if that's over with, as he's gonna, there's no way he's getting back up from this. Rock bottom on that steel ground. That has got to be it. The only question is, who is next to enter this thing? And even though I use the term who's next, Goldberg is not a part of this. We can rest assured you that. And here comes Scott Steiner. A past version of Scott Steiner, the 90s version. Not even a recent version. And Dwayne Johnson, The Rock, has taken too much punishment. I doubt he's going to last against a guy like this. Over the head, belly to belly, drop kick to the face. Scott Steiner. Going after Dwayne Johnson. Oh my gosh, there's no getting up. That was a screwdriver on the steel ground. That has got to be it. What? It's not. And I almost want to say he's crazy for not kicking out. You don't want to, you should stay down, even if he's going to do it again? No, he's not, as he counters it. The Rock is a rock bottom. He is not ready to leave this match, as he relentlessly got up from the screwdriver and then eliminated Scott Steiner with the rock bottom. That was very surprising. And here comes the Gorilla. I doubt Dwayne Johnson, and he looks like he's surprised. Like, what is going on here? Now I have to, after all that, I just got put in a screwdriver by Scott Steiner, and now I got to get in there with the Gorilla? And he tried to attack the Gorilla right away, but the Gorilla dodged it. My goodness, this Gorilla not getting a lot of offense here. Perhaps he may not last with The Rock in this steel frame match. I'm still surprised he got up from that screwdriver on that steel floor. I don't care who you are. Nobody should be getting up from that. And he almost got stuck in that trash can. And what exactly is he doing? As his legs are stuck. Oh, wait a minute. He's grabbing the steel steps. And he is stuck in that thing, but now he got up. What is he going to do with it? Is he going to throw it at him? No, he's not going to throw it at him. He's just going to carry it around and try to find the right place to put it in the ring. You don't want to slide it in there because the other opponent can grab it too. And he kicks out. Oh my goodness. And The Rock, the wear and tear has just added up. And it wasn't the punishment that the Gorilla dished on him. It was the punishment that, and here comes Roman Reigns. It was the punishment that he had already taken that had taken him out of that match. And here we go, and that is the name of this game, using that steel and taking advantage of your opponents who have already had previous damage and using that against them when you get in there. Roman Reigns coming in at number 17. Oh my goodness. He came in with a boot right away, not hesitating to pick up some steel. And the Gorilla lifting up Roman Reigns. Oh my gosh, I don't care who you are. It is very tough to kick out of that. And Roman Reigns kicks out. Like I said, regardless of how big of a superstar you are, that is a steel ground. I don't care who you are. Steel is steel. He's going for some Full Nelson or full Nelson. He's tapping out of that. Roman Reigns tapped out. He tapped out the full Nelson to the Gorilla. I gotta say, I'm a little bit surprised. Here comes Cody Rhodes, the current WWE champion. And the Gorilla just eliminated Roman Reigns. Now he's up against Cody Rhodes. You talk about WWE star power. If you can eliminate those two consecutively, that would be extremely epic. Not hesitating to attack Cody Rhodes. He counters his leg there. Oh my goodness. I don't see him getting up from that. He just might though. And he does! This Gorilla is relentless. Slamming that steel can right onto his abdomen. The Gorilla getting on the second rope, not the very top. Elbows him right in the neck. And what else is he gonna do? He's not ready to stop yet. He's going for a table. And where's that ladder that somebody pulled out earlier today? I'm not so sure I would slide it in where the opponent could get a hold of it. Oh, here we go again. And he's definitely not getting up from that. That's the second time he got put in that on this steel frame. The only question is, like I said, who is next to enter? And it's Pantero from the Panteros. If you're familiar with the Saints Row, this is a member of the Panteros. He's got the Pantero logo on his tank top, and he is coming into this match now. He is not going to be the only Pantero entering this match. Oh my goodness. I'm sure he would be happy if his other Pantero partner was in there with him, helping him with Cody Rhodes, because he is not getting a good start in here. Every move counts on this steel frame. Seems like that steel can just kind of slipped out of his hand, so he didn't really get much out of it. Oh my gosh, he missed. And now Panteros, or one of the Panteros. Oh my goodness. Cody Rhodes ready to end it. Yes, he is. He's ready to end it. Not wasting any time. And that is it. Like I said, this is a steel ground. Any move you get put on that floor is likely to be the last. And here comes Logan Paul. Cody Rhodes gets back in the ring. He doesn't seem impressed by by Logan Paul. What a counter. That was a nice counter. He's hesitating with the taunting, which is very unintelligent. Gives Cody Rhodes an opportunity to get some offense here. You don't waste time taunting, especially in this environment, let alone a regular match. Definitely not in this environment. Any opportunity you get is an opportunity you have to take advantage of. And he didn't do enough. Cody Rhodes didn't take enough punishment, even from his previous opponents, for that to have been enough. Oh my goodness. Like I said, steel is steel. And he just got put in a German suplex on a steel ground. Logan Paul going on the top ropes. I would not do a top rope move here. That's got to be it. Because the impact of his back while being on that steel frame, even though that was extremely risky because he moves out the way and you miss. And here comes the Viper, Randy Orton. Not a guy I want to be with in a steel frame match. Not that I want to be in there with anybody. But with a guy like this, you definitely don't want to be in there with. Oh my God, he did not hesitate. He did not hesitate. He said, let's end Logan Paul, but he kicked out. He kicked out. And he is not happy about that as he threw that can at him. He is just slamming that steel can on his back. Looked like he was about to go for it again. Why wouldn't you? Drop kicks him off the top. I'm still very surprised to see Logan Paul kick out of that RKO. Even though it was right away, just the simple fact that he's already received punishment and this is on a steel frame. So, in my calculation, he should not have been kicking out of that. He hasn't done enough to keep the Viper down. And I'm sure he's not happy about him kicking out of that. And he probably wants to do some more to Logan Paul, make him pay for kicking out of that move. And now Logan Paul going for it all here. With just a heavy punch. That could be it. Logan Paul is very relentless, but Randy Orton still kicks out. I gotta admit, I thought that was it. Grab that steel can. Slam it on his abdomen. Oh my gosh, that has to be it. He did it right there on that table. But that table might not be as bad as having it done on that steel frame. But Logan Paul has had enough. I don't care who you are. You was not kicking out of that. That was the second time he got hit with it. Here comes Ricochet. And he's coming to an already damaged Randy Orton. So this should work in his favor in some ways. But Randy Orton is still Randy Orton regardless of that. My goodness. Steel is steel, but he kicked out. He's got to be looking for that RKO pretty soon. Uh-oh, this right here. In a match like this should be enough to end it, especially if he does the DDT. That has got to be it if he goes for the pinfall. He may not. He might just relentlessly want to... Oh, wait a minute. He doesn't want that to be it. He wants that RKO, and he's not getting up from that. There's no way. The only question is who's next. He did kick out. Unbelievable. Ricochet kips right back up. And I gotta say, I'm surprised he kicked out of that. Very surprised. And they have just been constantly going to that. And you know he's not happy about that kick out. So he's ready to continue his assault as he ran over there. But Ricochet countered it. And I think Randy Orton's had enough. He's been in there long enough and has taken a decent amount of punishment regardless of what Ricochet's done to him. You got to remember, Ricochet's not the only one that has gotten their hands on him. Julius Creed coming in there. And in this match, regardless of who you're up against, I think your biggest opponent is that steel that's around you. That is the most punishing thing. As we're up to number 23 with just 7 wrestlers left in this steel frame gauntlet match. And you would have to be crazy to not take advantage of these opponents who are already hurt, like Ricochet is. And he didn't take much damage either. That's the other reason why you get rid of him. Here comes The Undertaker, specifically the 2003 version of The Undertaker. So an older version of him, which means this one is probably stronger than a previous version. And he's probably going to go for that tombstone, even though most tombstone power drivers, their head doesn't touch the ground. Their knees, his knees, are taking more damage than the opponent. But that's a conversation for a different day. But anyway, he grabs that steel can and assaults The Undertaker from 2003 with it. And if you do want to face The Undertaker, you would prefer today's version. You don't. And he's putting his straps down here. Looked like his whole singlet was off for a second, but I don't know. But anyway, Undertaker taking a beating here. Like I said, your biggest opponent is that steel. It's not even the person on the other side of the ring. And now he's got a baseball bat, as if using that steel around you wasn't enough. And the table and the trash can that you got in there, he's using a bat. And I'm not saying he shouldn't. Of course you should use as much as you can just to save yourself in this match. Undertaker has not been able to do anything in this match. Spine buster. And this is very risky. Oh, but he landed it. That is probably it. I thought Undertaker was going to move out the way, but he did not. But he still kicks out, though. Oh my goodness. I thought for sure he was going to miss that one. Or Undertaker was going to move out the way. And it seemed like he was barely able to get any offense in, if any at all. So who's next? Another member of the Panteros is in there now. Again, if you're familiar with Saints Row, you know the Panteros. They are in this Royal Rumble. They're in this gauntlet match as well. A 30-man gauntlet match. And this is man number 25 here. Oh my goodness. And this guy is attacking opponents as soon as they get in there. He is not wasting any time. The guy who comes in at number 30 has the biggest advantage by far, because he only has to face one guy, as he landed right on that steel can. It's not like a Royal Rumble where You still have several people in the ring. It's just one you have to beat, and it's going to be presumably somebody who has already taken at least a little bit of a beating from a steel frame, and you only have to face one of them, as opposed to these other guys who can beat somebody and then have to face another guy and another guy and another guy. Oh my gosh! And it was only a matter of time before he was going to miss one of those. I tell you what, this guy really, really came to fight. He is really relentless in this match. And it looks like he intends to end it, which I think that is close to impossible, seeing that you're in there with this steel frame and this many different opponents. But he is certainly going to give it a try, isn't he? This could very well be the end of him. I don't see him. I don't see anybody getting up from that when it's being done on steel. And here comes Dusty Wilcox. This is another custom wrestler, guys. Someone you're probably not familiar with, but here he comes. Panteros probably looking to make light work of this guy, who is not the most incredible wrestler you've ever seen. And, oh my gosh, and he intends to show you just how awesome this guy is, as he did not waste any time getting rid of Dusty Wilcox. He knew Dusty Wilcox was not going to be tough, as he went for that move right away. Here comes the Elite John Cena, and he's running into somebody. Looks like they're getting ready to fight, but I don't think they are. And he's walking past two people to get in there. Wait a minute. Oh my goodness. This is the action figure John Cena. It's not even the real John Cena. It's an action figure. So he may not... He's probably going to kick out. This steel frame is not going to do much of a... Wait a minute. Well, it is an action figure, so you just don't know what to expect. Is an action figure an advantage or a disadvantage? And here comes BMF, another custom wrestler. And he's going to walk past several people to come in this ring, including a John Cena action figure who didn't last at all, who got hit once and was already out of the ring. Perhaps that's a very fragile action figure. I thought, if anything, the action figure would be in an advantage. But the Panteros is lasting here. And is he going for a power bomb? There's not a lot of people that are getting up or kicking out after getting power bombed on that steel. And he's using a bat, but BMF that was not enough. Despite him taking a little bit of previous damage, even though some of the opponents, two of the opponents was very, very easy. And that's his finishing move. I'm pretty sure that's it. Hard to recover from that on a regular ground, let alone a steel frame. And BMF gets rid of the Pantero. And here comes the actual John Cena. This is not the action figure Elite John Cena. This is the actual John Cena. So after him, there's one more wrestler to enter, and I just don't know who it is. It's anybody's guess. But John Cena and BMF left in this match here. And he's not wasting time. He's going for it again. John Cena could be done. No, he kicked out. If anything, you lay down and stay down on purpose and take the pinfall just to avoid dealing with that steel ring. I wouldn't blame anybody for doing that. As if that steel ground and that steel ring is not enough, they're also using steel cans, the steel steps, baseball bats, ladders, everything you can think of, everything they can find, they're using in this match. And I think BMF has had enough. There's only one more person to enter this thing once he leaves, and that's probably it. I would go for the pinfall if I was Cena, because I doubt BMF wants to get back up and keep fighting. Oh yeah, this is definitely it. As he's going for the FU right outside the ring. I don't know why he's hesitating. You got to go for a pinfall right here. But for some reason, he's not. Perhaps he may have hurt himself, and he may have given Keith Moore too much time to kick out. And he didn't. Perhaps he was just down for the count. That is a steel frame that he got put in. And we only have one more, and it's Big E who has a huge advantage coming in. Saying that John Cena has already taken a little bit of punishment, and these are the final two guys in here. So it comes down to Big E and John Cena. Oh gosh. Does the running monkey flip there. Yes, he's making the right choice. End it right now. Don't give this guy no chance to do anything. And he is kind of worn out here, but this just very well may be it, and it is. And it looks like John Cena is going to win this 30-man gauntlet match.
Here is your winner, the greatest of all time, John Cena!
Oh my goodness. John Cena wins the 30-man steel ring gauntlet match.